What's up, everybody? Welcome to another reading with the Crown Priestess. I hope that this time is finding you well. Some of you guys are getting ready to enjoy the holidays if you celebrate, right? I'm getting ready. You see that? If you can see back there, I don't know. I'm hosting for this this grateful gathering this year. So we'll see what it is. I was channeling like a conversation earlier. I don't know if this was like spirit talking or if this was, it's almost like I was like listening to somebody's conversation for real. Pharaoh, be quiet. It's almost like I felt like I was sitting in on somebody's conversation, but it was just audio. It was just I couldn't see anybody, and I didn't recognize any of the voices. So, but the dialogue was like between two people who, the way I was receiving this is like somebody was really projecting, you know, like, but it's like they weren't yelling, you know, like it was very passive, the conversation, like passive aggressive, and just like, I don't want to say gaslighting because it was less of that and it was more of like, well, I guess they were kind of gaslighting too, but it just, you know, the person was projecting, you know, and I knew that from what I was listening to. It was like they kept insinuating that, you know, I'm going to call them person A. So the antagonist will be person A, and the protagonist, or the person I feel like is the actual victim, I'm going to call person B. And they were basically telling person B that, oh, you're so negative, you know, and you're always you know, you're such a low vibe, and like you're always looking for something to be angry about, and you're never in a good mood and all this other shit. But like, really, person A is that person, you know? Like I got that from that. It was like somebody telling somebody like, oh, here you go with the negativity, or here whatever. And like, but they're not. This person, what person B is doing is like, they're putting their foot down, you know, they're setting a boundary now, and it's making person A, the fucking antagonist, uncomfortable, you know. But so now they're, I don't know, it's like this person, sorry y'all, I'm getting a text. Anyway, please, you have to ask yourself, like, what I got from all of that, from channeling that, because it was like a whole dialogue, like for a while. Like I'm listening, and I was like, you know, I'm in meditation, and I'm like dying for a visual, but they wouldn't give me a visual because I never, you know, I didn't know these people that were talking. But it was like, you have to, you're in a space right now where you have to ask yourself, who benefits from you not having boundaries, right? Because that's what it be like. People who love and respect you will respect your boundaries. Like, they will understand that, you know what, I'm not entitled to your time, your energy, your space. This is, you know, you're not obligated to show up for me 24/7 or on, you know, at the drop of a dime, or, you know, it's like, somebody feels like when they say jump, you're supposed to ask how high, you know? Somebody feels like you're supposed to be at their every beck and call immediately, like instant gratification swag. Like, what the fuck are you waiting for? Why are you still sitting there? I just said, I need this done. And it's probably because for a while you were that way with this person. You catered to them in that way because you cared for them, because you wanted to help them, because it didn't feel like a burden to show up for this person, but now it does. And it's like you've realized that person A, antagonist, right, is taking advantage of you, taking you for granted, using you, abusing you in a way. Somebody's really going through financial abuse. Specifically, I'm hearing like they're making you spend money on everything, or they're expecting you to make everything happen, make ends meet, and they're like not, they always like need to borrow money. They, you know, they're always broke and this and this and that. And it's like, but they're not considering that you have other things to take care of, or you're struggling. And they're, you know, like, where's the reciprocity with that? Like, where are you meeting me with this? Somebody, you know, DV 101, like you're being, it's like somebody is abusing you. And because it's not physical, because that passive aggressive tone was very clear to me, because it's not physical, you don't assume that it's domestic violence. You don't see it as abuse, you know, or maybe you didn't for a while, but now you are starting to see it. And it's like you're trying to put up a boundary. You're trying to say no, right? Like a complete sentence is no. I can't do that. You know, I can't do that for you right now. I'm unable. No, just no, right? If you want to be short with it. And it's like, it's pissing this person off. It pisses them off. They're like, and they're like flipping it on you, you know, like they're making it seem like, oh, you're a bad person for having boundaries. Like, how dare you? And this is why I say you have to really ask yourself, who benefits from me not putting this boundary up? You know, like, or why is it, you know, a threat to you? Or, you know, why do you take this as some attempt on your livelihood because I said no? You know, it's like, go get it done. You know, and I know these are adults. For some of you, it could be like a family dynamic. But I feel like for a lot of you, it's romantically, unfortunately. I feel like it's a romantic partner that you're dealing with. But for some of you, it could be like a family member, you know, even like if it's your child or your parent or however, your sibling. But it's like, I know that everybody in the room is an adult. That's the main idea. Whether this is your kid, your spouse, you know, your brother, your sister, your father, your mom, whoever this is, your roommate, they're grown. And so it's like, this is where the discrepancy is really starting to like make sense to you. Cause it's like, bitch, what the fuck you mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, granted, if I got it, I got it. And even then, I'm not obligated to take care of you. But I do feel like you were okay, again, with taking care of this person before. You were okay with doing for them because you loved them and you wanted them to feel safe, secure, loved, supported, etc. But it's like they're taking advantage now, you know, and you can see it. And I think other people can see it as well. As I said, I think other people can see it, spying, watching, inspecting. You see that? And look, the karma card came out in reverse. Karma, balance, justice in reverse. It's unfair. And as I said, like, it's like people can see this. They can see that, like, you're not being treated fairly. It's not you. You're not bugging. But this person has a way of making it feel like you're wrong for, like, putting a wall up, you know, or you're wrong for telling them no, or you're wrong for, like, and this person is, like, really pouting about it. You know, something about this person feels moody. Like, I'm getting moon energy, so Cancer, Pisces energy. And I haven't got a lot, and it's no shade. Or it is shade. Take it how you want to take it. Water signs, especially Cancer and Pisces, I don't know what's wrong with them. I think it's that moon shit. They get very, very moody. And they can, like, people, this is the shit people don't like to talk about with the water signs. They're always loving and, oh, they're so intuitive and da-da-da-da-da, and that's all great. But, like, water placements, period, right? Because you don't have to be like a Cancer or Pisces sun. It can just be placed in their chart prominently. But, like, they get moody. They get very fucking moody. They get very, like, they switch up with the energy a lot. And they can also be very passive. And in my experience, they can be, like, sort of Debbie Downers. You know, they can be pessimistic about a lot of things. I don't know. I don't know what in my melancholy is going on here, but it's like somebody, and some people, that's just their swag, like, for real, like, that's genuinely their aesthetic. Like, they're just naturally lethargic and melancholy. I'm thinking, like, they're showing me Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. You know, like that show kind of highlighted all types of different, I don't want to say disorders, because everything's not necessarily a disorder. Like it's just personalities, you know, like everything is not, oh, this person has ADHD. No, that they're just sprightly. There's somebody who just has a lot of energy and is really excited and extroverted and fun, you know, and they like to do a lot of things and just move fast. Some people, you know, are just blissful, kind of like Winnie. Like, you know, it doesn't mean they're fucking whatever, you know, it doesn't mean that they have autism or, you know, they have some other neurodivergency. It just, some people are naturally just like, just, oh yeah, yay, you know, it's so sweet, and oh boy, and I want to see my, you know, like some people are just like that, and some people are the fucking Eeyores of the world, and they're just emo as fuck, and they're sad as fuck, and, you know, it doesn't mean that they're like gonna hurt themselves or destroy things around them. That's just their personality, like, you know. And I feel like that, you know, because it's easy to just say, oh, this person had, like, everybody is diagnosing shit now, right? Like, everybody's a fucking psychologist, and this person got this and this person got that. And I get it. We're learning. And so people want to be able to relate to the new studies and the new vocabulary and shit. But some people are just who they are. You know, it has nothing to do with any underlying issue or mental health or anything. It's some people are just, that's their personality. And but you can tell, right? You know when this is just how someone is. Not to say that people can't change or grow, or, you know, like we should excuse their behavior, but there's a difference between somebody just being naturally who they are and somebody who is literally like manipulating a situation to pretend that they're this way just to get a reaction out of you or to get something specific from you. But what I'm getting with this energy is that you're putting your foot down. You know what's funny? Shadow side, the dark night, and moon, right? And I said Pisces, Cancer, and this is that. You know, like this is like, it's Scorpio, it's all the water signs, but, and look at this. I'm not making this shit up as I'm talking. Control, tactics. Somebody is like pretending to be something just so they can get over on you. You know, whatever that something is. I think in a lot of cases, this is somebody who throws stones and hides their hands. This is somebody who is using you, manipulating you, and put yourself on the side of the spectrum that it is. Maybe you're the user and the abuser who's watching this. And I'm here to tell you that the person you've been doing this to, they see you. And not only do they see you, but other people around y'all see you. And this is why abusive people, especially like DV 101 again, is like, they like to isolate the person that they're abusing. It's like, you'll notice that people in certain relationships, and these toxic ass, like controlling relationships, they become estranged from like their friends, their family. They lose a lot of contacts. You don't see them as much. You don't talk to them as much. You don't hear from them as much. You know, when you see them, they're not the same person. There's not a lot of communication. The banter's weird. The energy's tense. And it's like, bitch, are you okay? It's, you know, I know it. I've seen it plenty of times. And I'm just like, you know, and that's probably why I don't got a lot of friends left, because I immediately see niggas for what they are. And I'm not going to be that. Like, if you like it, you love it. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But what I'm not going to do is sit here and smile in your nigga's face because I don't like him and I know he's abusing you. Period. I don't give a fuck about that hoe. Moving forward, because that just triggered me a little bit. But somebody is like, people can see you. And this person knows that they can be seen. They know that other people, I'm telling you the way these cards are flying out, but that's too many. It's like they know it, and they're trying to isolate you as well. They've probably, like somebody probably has moved you away or convinced you, oh no, let's not go hang out with those people anymore, or oh, that person's not your friend. But it's them. Like, they're the negative. And it's like, now they've broken you down so bad that it's like they're telling you, oh, stop acting like that. Stop. So why you moping? Why you this? Why you so angry? Why whatever? And it's like, bitch, you've been here fucking sucking my life away like a fucking vampire. And now you calling me a negative Nancy? Go to hell. Like, for real, go to hell. You know what I'm trying to say? And you'll notice, especially, because some people are just so in denial, you know, I'll be honest. So I've been there. I've spoken. This is experience. You know me. I keep it real. I'm not here to judge anybody. But you know it's real, you know, because some of you, like I said, somebody I'm talking to right now is in denial. And it's like, you know it's real because when you're around this person, you feel depleted, sad, depressed, angry, moody, negative. So now when this person tells you that, it's almost believable. Like, damn, I'm all fucked up. Like, what the fuck, whether you admit it to yourself or not, or admit it to them or not out loud. But then when you're around other people, if you catch yourself, like, even if it's a perfect stranger, even if you're like at the store shopping, it's like pleasant. Like, your energy with other people is pleasant. People are nice to you. People are hi and this. You see family and you're like laughing again and having a good time. You call an old friend and you're like, for that 30 minutes on the phone, you forgot that you even had this problem or that you feel angry. You know what I mean? And almost it's like, for the ones who do recognize it, and this is more confirmation that you're in an abusive situation and somebody's taking advantage of you, excuse me, it's like you don't want to get off the phone with that friend, right? Or it's like you go to visit somebody or somebody comes to visit you, you don't want them to leave because you're like, no, please just stay a little longer, because it's like you don't know when you're going to feel like this again. You know when once they leave, you're going to be back to that misery. And baby, get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you stuck about. 9 of sticks with the 8 of motherfucking swords, right? 8 of knives in this deck, but same thing. You know, a part of you, like, maybe doesn't want to give up because you love this person, right? Or it's almost like you're waiting for this person to make change. But what's insanity? Doing the same thing every day and expecting change. It's not going to happen that way, honey. You have to put your foot down. You got to get up out of there. You have to leave. You have to create a different scenario for yourself. This person is not going to change their behavior if you're not changing how you respond to it. You know what I mean? Like, whether it's that you move, whether it's that you ask them to move, whether you just stop talking to them, whether you just start saying no more, whether you stop spending money, whether you put it in park. Put it in park. Because what I understand from this is that God is going to continue to put you in this. You look at this 5 of Bags. I know that you love this person, or you did. You know, some of you are falling out of love, and that scares you. It's like you're realizing, like, damn, I don't even like this person, you know, and less about I don't even like them, you know, or do they even like me, and more of I don't like who I am anymore. I don't like who I am when I'm with you, you know, like, because like I explained, when you're with others, that's not who you are. That's not what you're feeling. But when you're with this person, you're just like, you know, there's a lot of sadness here. I think somebody's been up crying. Somebody's really doing deep reflection, right? Because you did get that dark night of the soul energy with the shadow side and the moon. It's like really deep reflection. And maybe you have children, some of you, with this person, or you guys live together, you know. It's like you had high expectations, you know. And it's like, for every time you thought, oh, maybe if I do this, it'll get better, it got worse. It's like it took another step backwards. Okay. Some of you are working tooth and bone for somebody. Somebody's being financially abused real bad. Financial, mental, emotional. It's like, it's a lot. It's a lot. And this person is like not wanting to help you, right? And it's like, if this is a partnership, be serious. Like, be for real. If it's okay, right? Like, perfect example. And I'll say it because I'm a woman, right? As a feminine energy. If I'm in a long-term relationship, I'm in like a committed thing, and my partner is not doing well, that's fine. I will hold us up. I will hold it down. You know what I mean? But not forever. you know, like, and it's not to put a time on things because I think people get unrealistic with that. And also, I'm not talking to bitches who just got in a relationship yesterday and feel like, yeah, I need to hold my nigga down because he's down bad. He shouldn't have got with you if he was down bad. You look fierce. So let's get that out the way. I'm talking about you've been in a relationship. Everything was cool. He was holding his own weight, but now he's falling on hard times. Okay, I can help out. I can move some things around. I can make these adjustments. Fine. But how long you gonna ride that train? How long before the conversation comes up like, hey, you know, what are your next plans? Like, what's your next steps? You know, have you been looking for a job? Are you on Indeed? Or you just looking at that PS5 all day? You know what I mean? Have you even walked outside? Have you called anybody to see if they hiring? Or you know what I'm trying to say? I mean, something. Go fix up, you know, let the people know on the block you can hook up their little car. Y'all, I can fix that for you real quick. You know, that's why I love an old school nigga. Because the old school niggas is no shade. They know how to do everything. Because that was a different time, I guess, when all that shit was important. Now everybody want to be a fucking entrepreneur or rapper. And neither of that is working for a lot of them. But whatever. But it's like the handsy, you know, like back in the day in school, it was part of like the curriculum. Like people went to school and took home ec, right? And like the girls all learned how to, not even just the girls, because the boys took that class as well. Like the cooking, the sewing, the life skills, right? Life skills. And the guys had like shop class, right? Where they learned how to like do carpentry and build cars and shit like that. And you know what I mean? And it's like, we don't have that stuff anymore. And like now people are just weak as fuck. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, you still, if you don't know how to do that yourself, guess what? You got to pay somebody to do it. Except you ain't got no money to pay nobody to do it because you don't have a fucking trade. You don't know how to do anything. You don't know how to, you know, and then got the nerve to still not know how to fucking read or some shit. You know what I'm trying to say? Girl, please, please. You know, I'm from New York City, so it's like, you gonna get it one way or another out here. And that's period. You know, high cost cities ain't sitting down for nobody. It don't matter what the fuck is going on. I don't care. Even the people on welfare and food stamps and all that, they getting something. They leaving with something. All right, they doing something on the side. It's off the books, whatever. You got to make your money. So it's like, what's tea with whoever I'm talking about right now that makes them feel like they don't need no money? And I'm not trying to say that money is everything, right? Like, I am a fucking priestess. I know better. But I'm realistic. I'm still in a human body. And I understand how the world works and how you have to maneuver through this. And if you're not a fucking farmer with your own land and growing your own fucking crops, you gotta buy groceries. You have to buy toilet paper. You're not making the shit. What, you going outside collect them leaves? You pasteurizing and processing shit so you can have in your house. So what are you doing? Somebody's like really been sitting on their ass here, child. Right. Look at the controlling shit. Emperor Ten of Swords. And while you're like somebody, like you're struggling by yourself. Does this person even care? Like all that you've done for them, would they be willing to do it for you? Like flip the dynamic and tell them, because I heard that in the dialogue as well. Like, well, I don't have it right now, so what are we going to do? And it's not that the person don't have it. You probably do got a little stash, right? But it's you checking the temperature. Would this person really be willing to bend over backwards and pick up the extra work, pick up the extra shift, you know, do the extra, I don't give a fuck, whatever it is, deliveries or however. I don't give a fuck what a nigga do for money, but you gotta be bringing in something. I'm leaving with something. Like, somebody here, child, please. Okay, what's your advice? I mean, I know what your advice is, but maybe Spirit got something else for you. Get the fuck out. Release, surrender, purge. You have to let this person go. Look, lack and doubts is what's holding you back behind that. Transcendence and unity. Some of y'all just really gotta, you have to pull away from this energy non-negotiably. And I know it's scary, right? Because what I feel here is that, you know, person B feels like if I stop, if I pull this away, I'm just going to lose this person forever. And because you like them or love them even, You don't want that to happen. But baby, that's not love. I'm here to tell you. It's not. And don't shame yourself or feel bad for giving somebody all that you gave them and receiving nothing in return. Don't feel bad about that. Don't change yourself. You know, like, just use more discernment. That's all. Learn that when it's time to not give or when somebody's not deserving of what you have. And that's period. You don't have to change that you're a generous person, that you're a kind person, that you're a giving person, or, you know, that you're charitable or whatever it is. You just have to change the audience. Everybody is not deserving of that. Everybody, you know, I'm gonna leave it there. Love, light, and abundance.